Now let's look at how to solve mixture problems. Blending coffees. The manager of Starbucks store decided to experiment with a new blend of coffee. She will mix some B grade coffee that sells for $5 per pound with some A grade Arabica coffee sells for $10 per pound to get 100 pounds of new blend. The selling price for new blend is to be $7 per pound, and there's to be no difference in revenue between selling the new blend and selling the other types. And the question is how many pounds of B grade Columbia coffee and how many pounds of A grade Arabica coffee are required. Okay, so as the process, 5-step procedure, right? Solving application problem. First step, we want to identify what we're looking for. So how many unknown quantity are here? We're trying to find how many pound, right? How many pound of B grade coffee? B grade coffee, how many pound? And then A grade coffee, how many pound, right? That's the two unknown quantity. Is that right? So, second step, we need to assign variables. You can assign either one as X. So I just assign the X pound of B grade coffee are required. Okay? So if here is X, how can we represent how many pounds of grade A coffee is required? So we have to, understand the relationship, right, between these two unknown quantity. We know total we need to get 100 pounds of new blend, right? So total is 100. If grade A requires X pounds, and then how many pounds grade A? Total is 100. So rest out of the 100, that will be the grade A, right? So that should be X, 100 minus X pound of grade A coffee is required. The total is 100 pound, right? That's total. Okay, we let X represent the grade B coffee required, and 100 minus X pounds represent the amount of A grade coffee required, and then blend these two together in order to get 100 pounds of new blend. So we assign variable, and the next step, we would like to translate already known factor into mathematical expression and try to identify the model, right? So what we know, the grade B Columbia coffee sells $5 per pound, right? So that's the part we know, $5 per pound. And then the grade A coffee is sell $10 per pound. What about the new coffee? The new coffee is sell $7 per pound. Right? The blend coffee sells $7 per pound. And the problem saying the revenue, right? No difference. Before selling grade A individually, grade B coffee individually, and selling the new blend coffee, the revenue exactly the same, right? No difference. So no difference, that means we can kind of identify an equation, right? There is equality here. So what are equal? The revenue from selling grade B coffee, right? So we're trying to set up the model here. The revenue getting from selling grade B coffee plus the revenue selling grade A coffee should the same as selling the total, the new blend coffee. Is that right? So how to find the revenue generated by selling grade B Columbia coffee? You should use 5 times X, right? This is the unit price, this is the weight. That's the revenue generated by selling grade B Columbia coffee. So what's the revenue by selling grade A coffee? We should use the unit price, $10 per pound, times how many pounds for grade A coffee? We know it's 100 minus X pound, right? And then these two add together should equals the revenue selling the new blend coffee. So the new blend coffee is selling $7 per pound, and in total have 100 pounds. So these three quality, these two add together equals this. So we identify the model from the problem. Okay, so step 4, we need to solve this linear equation. So we have 5x plus 10 times 100 minus x equals 7 times 100. So I can just write as 700. Okay, I'm out of space here. I'm gonna move right here. And then simplify, eliminate parentheses. So I have a 5x plus 10 times 100, that's 1,000. 10 times negative x, that's minus 10x, equals 700. Right? And then combine like terms. 5 minus 10x, that's negative 5x. Both sides subtract 1,000, so move 1,000 to the other side. And 700 minus 1,000 is negative 300. And then both sides divided by negative 5. We can easily solve x equals 60. And the unit should be pound, right? So 60 pounds of grade B Columbia coffee is required. And how many pounds of grade A coffee required? We need to use 100, subtract 60. So grade A coffee, 40 pounds is required. Right? And then we can check the answer. So book did a little differently, but the logic is pretty much the same. Okay, it have a nice picture here, and then you can go through it, and then the answer should be the same. And then you can verify the answer. 60 pound, the B grade coffee selling for $300. 40 pound A grade coffee would sell for $400, and add together it is total revenue $700, which is matching what the problem describes. So that's mixture problem.